Hello and welcome to Mark Allen's Culinary Adventures. Hi, I'm Mark Allen, and we are going to go on a trip. Do you remember the Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean? Tomato, anyway. We're going to go to the Caribbean today, and we're going to be making a special dish that's gluten free, tasty, and healthy. How about that? We'll be going to Puerto Rico in just a couple of moments as Mark Allen's Culinary Adventures takes to the air. And by the way, if you have comments, let us know. Say hi. We'll be right back. Last week I was in Las Vegas at Supply Side Global, which is a uh, uh, thousands of people come, 1,600 vendors were there, and they all had different things to offer for manufacturing in the health and supplement industry. And I met a beautiful young lady, and I invited her to be on our show today. And we're going to go, as I said, to Puerto Rico. I can't roll my R's, but I'm sure that our guest Marisol can uh, roll her R's. And her name is Marisol Villalobos. I think I got that right, from Amasser. And Amasser makes products from breadfruit. Marisol, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you, Mark. So happy to be on your show.
So you're about 4 hours ahead of us, right?
Yes.
Right. Last week she was only 3 hours ahead, but daylight savings and all that. Um, you have, we're going to start the show because I think that Puerto Rico, one of their products is rum. Am I
Yeah.
correct? Right?
Yes.
And I thought we would have a little toast to friends. I have, I have
Ready?
I have a shot. I'm going to pour a shot of Pilar rum. I'm only going to make it about 3/4. I'm a lightweight today, and this this, by the way, is from the Ernest Hemingway family.
That one I
Okay,
have to taste.
yes, come on over. I got I have bottles of this. Um, what would be a Puerto Rican toast? Is there a
Brindo.
but do that
Salud.
again? Salud,
Salud.
salud. Okay. Mm.
Ha.
Did you notice how she did that? She threw her head back and everything. And that was this is a former college professor who's right. Um,
Yes.
and that shot glass was made out of wood, I think you said.
Yes. It's wood from Puerto Rico. It's cedar wood we have here, and it's of an artisan of my hometown, Secruma. So
Oh,
it just gives it a smokier taste to to a shot of rum.
mm. Well, that was delicious. Carol, we'll get you some later. Um, we're going to be making crab cakes. Now, normally these would be cod cakes, but I'm not a fan of cod. And it's also salted cod, which uh, the Italians use a lot of too, salted cod. And you rinse the salt off and then use the fish. I thought we'd do it with crab because I prefer it. So
Great.
um, uh, let's talk about breadfruit just for a second. Show us, you have some breadfruit to show.
Yes, we're as a matter of fact in the season in Puerto Rico. So this is a breadfruit. This one around here is like basically 3 pounds. It can grow a lot bigger than this one. It's not a dragon egg. It's not a dinosaur egg. It's a breadfruit. and it's actually like strawberries, Mark. Each hexagon, if you would see it closer, it has a lot of
Sure.
hexagons and pentagons. So
Yes.
each one is a little flower. So it's
Ah,
made of hundreds of flowers. And this is how it
interesting.
is in the inside. This is how it is.
Wow.
So we use the entire pulp to make the flour.
Not the darker part of that,
No,
just the
not the
white
darker
part.
part. The pulp.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The pulp. Now, this is gluten free, and you've turned it into flour, and I think you have several different kinds. Last week when I saw you, you gave me pancake and waffle mix. Um,
Mhm.
uh, and are these are kosher, uh, made in Puerto Rico,
Yes,
and gluten
they're
free?
gluten free and non GMO certified. We are also kosher Parvi certified, and we're domestic because, as you know, and I like to highlight, we're part of the US. So we're
Yes.
territory of the US. So we comply with all the FDA regulations
And you
and
should,
so on.
I think,
And I
I
highlight it because some people sometimes don't notice.
that's true. And uh, uh, just so you know, I think that Puerto Rico should be the 51st state, right? We got into politics last week with that. We should
Yes.
start cooking. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in my pan. We're going to really saute these, and I thought I would use some sunflower oil
Mm.
and whoa, and we'll heat that up while we're making our mixture. And Carol, remind me, and I will turn that down. Okay. So we've got that going. Um, what is the first thing I should put into my big bowl here?
The flour, the
Ah,
the
and how
protagonist, the breadfruit flour,
and how much flour?
1 cup.
1 cup. I'm going to guesstimate. You help me.
It's like half of the bag.
Oh, there we go. Half the bag. Okay, and we've got that. And what's next?
Next is what we call the sofrito, and that's a blend of different herbs that we use in Puerto Rico. That's where I put in the cilantro, the
I can put that
parsley,
in.
the
I'll put
peppers,
it.
the bell peppers.
Oh, I've got. You know what I've got? I've got jalapeno.
You can put
What?
jalapeno if you like spice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I put in the
Got.
garlic. We use
Where's
a
the
lot of
garlic?
garlic, onions, cilantro,
Now I have two
in
kinds of
our
onions.
sofrito.
We have
Okay.
two kinds. We have green onion,
Mm-hmm.
and then Carol. Ooh, the jalapeno just got me. And
Mm-hmm.
you can see this. This is a white onion, and
Okay.
Carol has kindly chopped it finely. And we have to say thank you to Melissa's produce. Here's a shot of our produce from our Melissa cam, and
Mm,
watch
I
this.
love it. Oh,
There,
that's beautiful.
all isn't that gorgeous? Carol did
That's
another good
beautiful.
job. All right, and
Beautiful.
oh, she did give me water. Good. I'm going to add some garlic powder
Mm-hmm.
and whoop, just a. When you're cooking at home, do you measure or do you just kind of go for it? Marisol? Okay. Here's what we'll do. We are going to be
Food.
back in. Oh, there you are. You're back. Okay. Um, when you cook at home, do you measure or do you just estimate?
Depending on the mood, when I'm in the free mood, just like testing things, I like to just get free and put add things like, with my hands. But in the food industry, Mark, I've learned that sometimes we have to measure so that I remember the recipes.
Ah, okay. And I have some organic paprika I'm going to add. Uh, and we're doing this instead of a seasoning that you have in Puerto Rico.
hmm We use sazon that has anato. That's we call it achiote in Spanish, and that gives a natural red color to foods, and it looks prettier in the dish. Yeah.
All right. I'm mixing this
That
up
looks so
already.
nice. I love the colors.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to check the oil. I'm going to turn it to low. I have some, I have two more things to add. I have parsley, three more things to add, four more things to add. I keep it adding.
This is gonna be super herby.
Oh, it's going to be delicious.
Yes.
And okay, now I'm going to add some salt. Now, I don't have white salt, white pepper. Oh, that's, I don't, yeah, I'll add it. I have
You
black,
can
I
use
have,
either one.
all right. Get me a pepper, honey, a pepper, a pepper grinder. Great. We both, we like a lot of pepper. Ooh,
We do too.
yeah. And then I have some water here. And I also have a can of crab. So can I add the crab now?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Excuse me, I can't resist. Mm.
You just want to be sure it tastes good.
Yeah, it's really good. And I'll break that up.
This is definitely your version. I'm gonna have to write this down because that's gonna be a super crabby cake
Yes.
with the addition of the fiber and of the nutritional part of the flour. So that's interesting.
So, I'm going to add some water to this right now. And we're really going to try to make a paste.
hmm
Hopefully, it'll work.
I'm sure you're gonna have
Um,
to add a little bit of more water.
I think so too.
Mhm.
Oh boy. Now, um, we were talking before about Mutiny on the Bounty, and that's a great movie. Uh, uh, the acting, the directing, even the script was so good, and that didn't take place in Puerto Rico, but in the South Seas. But you told me it was about breadfruit. Can you explain that?
Yes, I love the version of Marlon Brandon, Mark. The first 5 minutes of the movie is why or the purpose of the journey of the bounty ship. And it was to bring breadfruit to the Caribbean. So that was the mission. Their mission was to go to Tahiti, get breadfruit trees, bring them to the Caribbean, plant them in the colonies of the British Empire
Wow.
because
Now,
they understood at that time that breadfruit was a superfood. It was actually a mission to bring nutrition to the labor, to the workforce labor of the British Empire of that time.
well, and is breadfruit nutritious? I mean, does
It's
it have a lot of nutrition?
it's very nutritious and it's actually considered a superfood because it contains the all the groups. You know, it has its carbohydrates, its carbs, but it's very high in fiber, an insoluble fiber and soluble fiber that's so good to us. That's why if you eat breadfruit, you don't get sugar spikes like when you eat other types of foods, like potatoes, for example. And then it has the 20 amino acids, including the nine essentials. It has a lot of vitamins and minerals, vitamin A, vitamin B, a lot of the B complex, vitamin C. It has a lot of minerals like potassium, more potassium than bananas. So it's just amazing how much nutritional value it has in the entire fruit.
I'm going to add some oil
Hmm. And you know,
and
since you added so much veggies into that, you might want to add a little bit of more flour from what I
I
see.
got it. We can do that. And this is the breadfruit flour.
I was telling you that we usually do this fried in the Caribbean. We fry a lot, but you want to do it more sautéed. So that was a good idea of putting a little bit of olive oil in the mixture.
And that was your idea. You told me to do that.
So have you seen the movie Mark, The Mutiny on the
Oh,
Bounty?
yeah, sure.
That's a classic.
It is a definite classic. Uh, the name of your company is interesting to me because it has a meaning in Spanish. Um,
Hmm.
Amasar. Amasar
Amasar.
means, and
Yes,
it means,
amasar. Yes, amasar means to knead. When you're kneading the dough, when we had this idea, we decided to do flowers with the fruit so that we could do cook all types of bakings, pancakes, waffles, that we could do pizza, that we could do bread. So we like to put names to things so that they like wake up and come to life. So we were taking cooking classes in Italy, and that's when we decided that we wanted to do something with breadfruit. So we were kneading the dough, and my husband said, Marisol, I have the name for it. It's amasar. And I loved it because amasar is a verb. So you're actually using your hands to transform this mixture and turn it into something delicious and nutritious. And but then the root of amasar is ama. And I fell in love with the name because ama in Spanish is to love. So I said, this is loving nutrition. It's loving agriculture because we're farmers. It's loving the planet because breadfruit is a tree. So we're giving food to people, but at the same time, we're cooling down the planet because this crop grows on trees that are perennial. They can last over 80 years producing fruit. So it was just
and
amazing,
they're,
and the name,
what
and
about
that's
sustainability? They are, you raise these sustainably.
yes. Breadfruit trees grow wildly in the entire island of Puerto Rico, but we're using the agroforestry model in our farm, and that's what we're promoting with other farmers in the island. So we grow it all together with coffee, with cocoa, with plantain plants, with banana plants, with taro, with other things, and that's what we're promoting agroforestry models. And we do not use any chemicals or anything on the crop either. No pesticides at all. It doesn't need any of that.
Wow. All right. What I'm going to do is our oil is pretty hot. So what I'm going to
Okay.
do is I'm going to knead with my hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll stay together.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to make a patty. And you can see that here.
Mm.
Okay. And here we go. I fell apart, but it'll taste great.
It has a lot of veggies in it for sure. Yeah.
Maybe
So,
put more flour in, maybe?
yes, definitely.
All right.
But I'm sure it smells delicious.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. I'm stirring this up.
Hmm.
I don't, a little bit more oil, do you think, Marisol?
Or water.
Okay.
Check out a little bit of more water.
A
Because I do
little
more
bit.
like a batter, Mark. I do more like a
Yeah.
batter. But since you put so much vegetables in it,
Well, I
I'm
was
sure.
following what you said to me.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay.
Hey,
Just put a little bit
I'm
more
not.
flour.
Oh,
How do you
it's,
see the
it,
texture now?
yeah, yeah. The texture is much better.
Okay.
So, oh, over here, I'm gonna. All right. Tell you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make another patty, maybe not so big,
Mm-hmm.
and see if it'll stay together better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here we go. Yeah. And all right. Well, my patties are not as good as your patties, but I think this is going to taste good.
I think it's gonna taste delicious. I'm gonna do your version because I love how it looks with so many herbs in it. So much herbs in it, yeah.
And it's
I do
interesting,
more since we do ours fried, I do
right?
more like liquider, it's a batter like a pancake batter, more or
Right.
less like that. That's how we
I
do it.
couldn't, yeah, I couldn't get it to that consistency. I don't know why. All right. I'm going to try to flip this, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Carol? Yes. Well, it's going to taste great. I can see that. Another minute or two. One of the things that I've had crab cakes in many places, and they usually serve it with a sauce. And you told me that you serve it with guacamole. So
Yes.
we have some guacamole, which is very simple to make. It's tomatoes and onions, cilantro, and of course avocado all mixed
Hmm.
together.
Hmm.
And all right, I'm gonna move this off, and we'll try to flip this one here. This is not gonna flip either. What about adding an egg or
You could add an
six
egg. Yes,
to hold it?
definitely.
Now you
That'll
can
help.
see if you look closely right here, it is browning up a little bit.
Hmm.
I'm going to need a paper towel for the oil
Hmm.
or two. Thanks. Goody. All right. And what we'll do, All right, I'm going to take this big mess out, but it's, I'll let it drain a little bit. Now, we always on our show, just so you know, Marisol, I don't make the recipe in advance
Hmm.
because I want people to see that you can do really wonderful things easily, and this is easy. It did brown. I'm going to put it on a prettier plate. I'll move the ugly plate away. I'll put some guacamole just to the side.
Hmm.
Oops, it's there. And
Nice.
right? So here's the part of the show I really like. I get to taste it.
Good. I'm waiting for
Okay.
that.
Okay, here it goes. I'm going to taste it first without the guacamole.
Hmm.
It's delicious.
Mm.
Mm.
What do you think?
I think it's a winner. We're going to have the recipe up in the next day or two on our YouTube channel, Mark Allen's Culinary Adventures, and there'll be a link there so that if you want, you can buy the breadfruit. This is gluten free. Excuse me.
Buen provecho. We say in Spanish, buen provecho. That's bon appetit.
Mmm, it's really, it's very good. Oh man, maybe a little bit more flour
Hmm.
because we're going to be making that. That's our dinner tonight. Marisol, thank you very much. You have several different varieties of the flour. Can you tell me what those are?
Yes, the one that you have in your hand is this one. That's the pancake and waffle mix. But as you saw, Mark, and I like your natural exploration and adventure in the culinary arts because you can do anything even with the pancake and waffle mix. So you just did crab cakes with this mixture. We also have a higher protein version of it because the main ingredient in all of Amasser's product is our just fabulous breadfruit flour. That's the main ingredient always. So this one has a little bit of more protein. We pumped it up with lentil flour that we do ourselves as well. And it also has a little bit of pea protein. All of our products are clean label, 5 ingredients or less. And that's what we like to highlight of it as well. And then we
Right.
also have the all-purpose flour, which I use a lot for baking. We do a great carrot cake, banana nut cake.
Ooh,
I do brownies, cookies, and on our website at amasad.net, there's a lot of recipes, including the panalaitos, which is our version of your crab cake today.
got it. Let's put up the website again. Um, very quickly, how did you grew up on a farm and so did your husband, right? So you're back on the farm. You're on your own farm. Um, but you went to school, you taught at college. How did you decide to become an entrepreneur?
Well, I think the love for agriculture was always there. My husband and I were part of the Future Farmers of America, which is an organization of the United States that we also have in Puerto Rico. And we grew up on coffee farms, but I think that the organization of the Future Farmers of America was key in fomenting that love and conscious of us in terms of the food that we had to eat. So I think that was there, like planted, and we both studied. He's a chemical engineer. I'm a microbiologist. So I went to work as an academic because I just love teaching. But there was a moment that we said we wanted to do a project of our own. We always had that like in the back of our head, and it was time. Our children were already, out of college. So we said, let's go for this now. And we decided to establish Amasser, especially because in Puerto Rico we need good food. We're importing just too much, and it's part of
Right.
the solution we want to offer. But then we saw that it was something that we could offer even to the rest of the country, in the United States, in the mainland, because there are so many people interested in alternative flours. So that's what we have to offer with breadfruit and with
I
Amasser.
I think it tastes really good, and I probably should have added maybe even more flour. I thank you for your time. Whoops, there. Um, I thank you for your time, Marisol, a lot. You've got some new products coming up. Will you come back in a few months and we'll do something,
Of
and
course.
you'll and we'll do it again?
Yes. And if you want to come to Puerto Rico and visit the farm with Carol, you guys are more than welcome.
You got it. Send tickets. All right. We'll be right back to you, okay? Hey, next week we have a real exciting program again, and I hope I don't blow that one next week. We're going to make bagels. Yeah, you're going to make your own bagel. It's easy, it's fast, and from what I understand, it's fun. So Jeff Levy will be joining us next week right here on Mark Allen's Culinary Adventures. Uh, Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.